we've agreed to continue on with whatever this is. I told myself that we'd be more careful, but surprisingly, that's proving way more difficult than I thought. She's like a cup of coffee in the mornings. It's something you just need to function for the rest of the day. On days where I try to give her space, I can't help but notice how much moodier I am. And according to my colleagues, they can't either. They seem to always want to comment on how some mornings I shine with the brightest smiles, and then as if a light switch was flipped, I'm all business again. Ugh, I can't help it. I never thought things would get as far as they have. Yet I can't bring myself to be upset about it either. I knew the risks before I even agreed to give in to her. The first few weeks were the most difficult. Initially, we couldn't keep our hands off each other. But then with time, I learned to keep her at a distance. Just when I think I've gained even the tiniest semblance of self-control, she shows up unexpectedly and immediately crumbles my resolve. She's taken it upon herself to move her seat to the very front of my class. First row, first seat. She knows what those eyes do to me. To have her so close, but just out of reach, is near torture. The rising tension and frustration is so high by the end of class that we can barely maintain our discretion. There have been too many times where the sounds of our after-school activities nearly blew our cover. The haste breathing, rustling of clothing, and even the occasional cry of passion. It's a wonder we haven't been caught already. As the days go on, I grow increasingly more paranoid. I've expressed my worries to her already, but every conversation always goes the same. It's embarrassing how easily I succumb to her will. I'm not even sure what we're doing together. I don't want to get my feelings involved. But I have to know. Is this just a quick fuck for thrills, or is this something long-term she's looking for? I mean, if I were a spectator looking in, I would definitely think that this is something serious. Just from the way she looks at me alone. Yeah, sure, she ogles me and undresses me with her eyes a lot. But there are these moments where she looks at me as if I've been the thing she's missing all her life. That look, combined with the way she holds me, the connection is unmistakable. But is it love? Yeah. Who is it? Right. Come in. I knew it wasn't her. She's made it a habit to not knock before coming into my office. I have a meeting today with another student. Their grades isn't as good as they could be, so they've asked me for tutoring. Her case is strange, though. It's not like she doesn't understand the material. She's either missing a few answers on the assignments or the entire assignment altogether. What exactly did you say you needed help with? Right. I don't see any grades that indicate you need additional tutoring. You just need to turn in late work. Also, you have a tendency to leave answers blank on given worksheets. Why is that? An odd silence met my ears. I gazed up to see her fidgeting with her hands, avoiding my eyes with a very noticeable blush residing on her cheeks. I've known her to be rather timid and excruciatingly shy, but I hadn't known it to be this bad. She always seemed sure enough of herself to answer my questions in front of an entire class of 75 students. But now, even though it's just us, she seems twice as shy as before. I'm not a fan of shy characters. Quite frankly, they annoy me. Why would anyone choose now of all times to act like this? Especially since she's the one that asked me to come here. Wait. Oh God, please let me be wrong about this. Well, what's the problem? Don't tell me you've been doing all of this on purpose. I can't think of any other way that this could have happened, considering how attentive you are with all your other classes. Not to mention, during the beginning of the semester, you showed the very same initiative. So what changed? Please don't say what I think you're about to say. Please don't say what I think you're about to say. Please, please, pretty please, don't say it. Ugh, I knew it. Of course, she has a crush on me. You just wanted to spend time with me and get to know the non-teacher side of me. And you actually thought that it was appropriate for you to ask me that. You thought that it was appropriate to ask your teacher out. Have I given off some sort of mixed signal I don't know about? Have I led you on in some way? I don't believe I have, seeing as how I can literally count how many times we've spoken to each other. Or is there just some kind of college trend going around to see who can bag a teacher first? To be quite honest, you don't even seem like the type. You unnecessarily risk failing a class to get close to someone. No, not just anyone. Your teacher at that. Did you think I would have agreed to that? Look, I don't mean to come off so harsh. I didn't exactly get to have my coffee this morning. Nonetheless, I can't help but feel as though you've taken advantage of my time. There's no need to apologize. You know what you need to do to fix your grades, so now there's nothing left to speak about. You are dismissed. Shit. I shouldn't have been so mean to her. I know she's a good kid, and she meant well. So then, why did I snap at her like that? Great, now I've got to send an apology email as well. Wasting even more free time when I could be with... Oh, I didn't hear you come in. I always pinch the bridge of my nose like this. It's been a really long day. No, that's not why I made her cry. Wait, what? She was crying? This situation couldn't get any worse. I just wanted to set solid boundaries. I didn't mean for it to come out like that. I knew the rejection would hurt, of course, but I didn't know... Oh, yeah. She asked me out, and I made it clear that it was inappropriate and that I wasn't interested. I should have handled it more professionally, but instead I let my emotions get the better of me. I've had a lot on my mind lately. It all just kind of weighed down on me at once. She threw me a curious look. She's so annoyingly cute with the way her brows come together like that. What I've been thinking about, the only thing I can seem to focus on as of late, us. It's just, I can't help but feel like a hypocrite. The things we do on a daily basis, but yet I snap on that poor girl like that. I should have politely declined, and I should probably apologize to her soon. Otherwise, my good reputation will be at stake. She walked around my desk, choosing to sit on the edge next to me. Taking my hand, she rose it to her lips, placing a gentle kiss on my knuckles, rubbing her thumb over the soft skin gently. I instantly relaxed at her touch. Her attentiveness to my body, to my every need, speaks volumes. She always seems to know what I need and when I need it. Intertwining our fingers together, she stood, pulling me along with her. leading me to our favorite spot in this room. The couch. Every time I look at it, I get flashbacks. I smile briefly as I think back to the countless times I've had to go back to my classroom just to get any work done. She sat, pulling me down, straddling onto her lap. God, why do I always get butterflies when we're together? She didn't miss the way I rolled my eyes. I hate how much power you seem to have over me. I can barely even come in here by myself anymore without blue balling. I want to talk about us. It's important. I need clarification on a few things, and we also need to set a safer schedule. Her hands immediately started roaming to my hips and thighs, showing zero interest in this conversation. She gave no indication that she had heard me at all. I know what you're trying to do, and it's not working. You know we have to talk about it eventually. Stop trying to distract me with sex. Why are you so against this subject? I bring our foreheads together, ignoring the adamant kisses she tried to place on my lips. After realizing I wasn't responding to her kisses, she let out a slow, ragged breath and ran her fingers through her hair nervously. Answer me, please. What are you so afraid of? Oh, is that what it is? You think I'll want to stop what we're doing? You think I'll start to see you less and less, until eventually not at all? You're afraid I'm gonna get tired of you. Make no mistake, and believe me when I say this, I don't think I could stop even if I wanted to. I want to see you and be with you every moment of the day. So much so that I find it extremely difficult to focus on even the most mundane of tasks. I've never felt this way about anyone. From the very first moment you stepped in my class, you've somehow managed to captivate nearly all of my attention. As much as I don't want to admit it, I think about you all day long. When I said I wanted to talk and schedule, I didn't mean I was gonna limit your access to me. I just meant I wanted to be safer about it. This is both of our careers on the line, which is a lot to risk considering I don't even know where we stand in this situationship. You know, like, why are we really doing this? Are we playing a long-term game or not? What do I want? Well, I want this to go further, but if that isn't something you want, then I say we just spare each other from the inevitable heartbreak. She grabbed my chin, bringing me closer into the sweetest, most sensual kiss we've ever had. My fingers laced themselves in the strand of her hair at the nape of her neck. Time stood still until the nagging need to breathe arose in my lungs. I pulled away. We've got 30 minutes. What do you want to do, baby? You don't call me that. You say yes, Professor. Do you understand? Good. Class is in session, so make sure you're taking notes.